Shalom, Kol Halal, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Chachodash, the ones apostles of great millstone, and Shalom to you brothers in the highways and byways doing the works of stealing and faithfully and continue fighting that good fight of faith. Lord willing, we're found that number to be delivered. But until then, we want to keep pushing, thriving, and striving in the name of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai to be found worthy, hopefully to be found worthy to be delivered from the said destruction. All right? And as we speak about the destruction and the things that are going on, America has been continuously going throughout the whole earth, hiding itself behind all these other countries in portray of all its wickedness. Okay? And the time has come. All right? This place has been ready. It's set to fall. And the kings of this world, they know exactly who America is. They know exactly what America has done and the things that it's doing. Everybody in the world, all these world leaders know what's going on in the world, caused by the hand of America. All these people know, but the people right here in USA. All right? Because they're blinded. These people have been blinded. You have been in gross darkness. All right? And the only thing that you people know and understand is how to chant USA when any kind of sporting event or something that you don't agree with. It's all about USA. Well, your time is numbered, man. The time is up. All right? These other nations got the drop on you. All right, so I'm going to start with this video here.
In Israel and Palestine. The war is between America and Palestine, because Israel is a military base of America in the Middle East. Therefore, when we demand the freedom of the people of Palestine, you must know that the real enemy is USA. And it must be made very clear that America is the one that is killing children. America's civilized democracy is the one that undermines the international law. America that is civilized is the one that is killing women. In Palestine, women are being killed. Children are being killed. The hospitals that are still standing and have not been bombed have got no medication. Therefore, they don't even qualify to be called hospitals. Israel is engaged in ethical cleansing of the Palestinians. Under our watch, the world is doing nothing. The UN tried to pass a resolution on ceasefire to allow medication, food, water to reach Gaza and all other parts of Palestine. The USA vetoed. Tomorrow we will wake up with no single Palestinian. We'll read in history that they used to be Palestinians. And we will be there to testify that is true. But the question will be, what have you done? As the EFF, we played our role, and we play our role in solidarity with the people of Palestine. We said at the Israeli embassy when we were marching that McDonald's must issue a statement distancing itself from McDonald's of Israel, which was wrapping its food with the colors that reflect the Israeli flag. McDonald's did that. We said to Woolworths, we are not like these gangsters of yours in the Western Cape. We said to Woolworths, withdraw every product that comes from Israel. They've withdrawn it. We said to Parliament, let's pass a resolution that says Israeli embassy must leave South Africa because we cannot share a territory with murderers who are committing genocide. That resolution of the EFF passed. It's not been.
All right. So you see, these kings of the earth and these average people of the earth, they understand and truly know exactly who the devil is. All right? And it's going to get its just reward. The Lord is going to give it its just reward. This is Jeremiah 51:7. It says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. And this is why, Esau, Edom, and Babylon has been able to rule the earth with such draconian law, because the Lord gave them the power to do so. As it is written, it has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Okay? And you can't really marvel the fact that Esau is so treacherous. Because what did the Lord tell Job? He said, I have given the earth into the hand of the wicked. And when you give something to somebody that's wicked, they're going to do wickedly, hands down. They're not going to change their mind or change their feelings. They are the wicked. They've been astray from the womb, man. Okay? It says that made all the earth drunken. What was that drunkenness? The philosophies. My man in the video mentioned democracy. If you're not with the democracy of America, you will have bombs dropped on you. If you give any type of resistance as a king of the earth of these other nations, you will be assassinated. And this is just how Babylon the Great operates, man. And it says, and the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. You think these Hamites, you think they're the only ones that are pissed off? You think they're the only ones that are seeing and reading between the lines concerning Babylon the Great? Absolutely not, man. They all are aware of what's going on. All right? Vladimir Putin had made, he had did an interview talking about how many mosques he has built in Russia. Because there's an alliance going on with these nations now. Everybody's choosing their sides. Everybody's choosing their allies. All right? And it's going to come a point in time that America's going to have no allies. None. As it is written, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. So it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. You people you can talk about these nations all you want. You can talk about, how little their military might is compared to America all you want. All right? But always remember, when the bully's on the playground, the kids always gang up on them. Obadiah 1:6, it says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All right. So you heard the video. This man went in. All right. And some of those hidden things of Esau are, going around, lighting fires and, stashing a book of matches in your back pockets, wondering who lit the fire. Okay. Your hidden things are being sought out. People are now onto you. These other nations are onto you. And shit, even you other Edomites, you so-called whistleblowers, you're giving up the info. You're giving up the juice. Okay? How are his hidden things sought up? Esau loves to be secretive. Esau loves to be in the shadows, calling the shots. You remember that movie, The Wizard of Oz? The wizard was behind that damn curtain, calling all the shots until the curtain was, ripped open, if you will. And then he was seen for who he really was. And that's the same thing that's going on with Esau right now. All these things that he's been doing throughout the four corners of the earth for all these years, now these nations know. Because you can only put the pieces of the puzzle together to figure this out, man. What nation has always been a nation who's always been there, but in the same breath has always been in the background, as if, they're just trying to figure things out like everybody else. No more, man. No more. It's really going to start to get serious, man, on every single level. You think Esau's done? You think he's about to throw in the towel? Absolutely not, man. Absolutely not. He's about to come down having great wrath, because he also knows these nations are gearing up. And I truly believe that they understand and know that their end is near. Isaiah 14:10, it says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as weak as we? Let me read that again. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? All right? No one's afraid of you anymore. No one's afraid to talk about Babylon. No one's afraid to stand up and speak about the atrocities that you've done. Nobody's afraid to put it out there for the world to hear and to see. Because at the end of the day, they're not afraid of you. And not afraid of what you can possibly do to them. Because now, with these alliances going on, in these other nations, such as all these nations joining the BRICS nation, now they got a voice. Now they can be heard. Why? Because they have backup. Because they have higher and powerful strongholds that are supporting them. Like the boy who was the smallest dude at the playground, who wouldn't say a word until he went home and got his big brother. Then when he got his big brother down there, walked down there with him, he talked all kinds of shit because he knew he had the backup. He knew he had the muscle behind him. And likewise, these nations know they got the muscle behind them, starting and leading with Russia. Russia's providing ammo, munitions, strength, money, security to all these nations. As America did in times past. America did the very same thing. He was the first one there to offer these people, resources, technology, in exchange for what? Some land, a piece of the minerals and whatever else they could extract from these lands, oil primarily. And you have deceived, they have deceived the whole world. And as it is written, therefore the nations are mad, extremely mad. All right? But as time goes on, each passing day, we're drawing one day closer. Every waking morning, we're drawing one day closer to Babylon the Great being destroyed, which is a beautiful thing. All right? Isaiah 29:15. It says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord. Right? And again, the things that America is involved in, you would never know it unless somebody told you. And even then, when somebody tells you that it's a coup or a setup or a strategic operation by America, you still ain't gonna believe it. All right? Those events that took place in 9/11, that was all Esau Edom, man. That was nothing but Esau Edom behind all that. But that counsel that they have taken, that deep counsel that they've taken, so much so they deflected it totally 100% away from themselves onto other nations. And in the midst of doing that, they was able to implement all type of legislation. You know, shoe bombers. Now you got to take your shoes off. You know, all types of, you know, different methods of search and seizures and different, you know, strategies to get the masses to feel a certain way. So much so, you know, the majority of you people gave up all your rights and were happy to do so in the name of, you know, protection, in the name of security. Was happy to do so. And it was too late by the time you realized the rug had been swept from underneath you. It was too late. It was already written into law. It was already in effect. Okay? And again, the events that we believe that are going to be taking place here in 2024, you know, it's going to be a mirror footstep or footprint, if you will. The blueprint has already been set. The blueprint has already been reviewed. You know, you got a contractor and they're looking to build a building. They roll over that scrolled up, you know, blueprint. They roll that baby out. Okay. So Esau has already put the blueprint in effect. Now they're just going to follow it right to a T for the next go around. And you people in Babylon the Great, you so stupid, you can't even see it coming, man. You don't even see it coming. And then when it comes, you're going to be all surprised, like, where did this come from? This is why these other nations know that the citizens of America are the dumbest on the planet, man. You have been dumbed down to the lowest form of humanity and don't even know it and think yourselves to be so goddamn smart. These nations got the drop on you, man. And it's just a matter of time. But before they destroy you, Esau's gonna put hell on the people. We know it to be true because the scriptures say so. The Lord prophesied about it. Okay? Continuing on again. It says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? Right. This whole war that's going on with Israel. The scriptures say, surely the least of the flock will draw them out. But again, the least of the flock is not going to take action unless they got a big brother backing them up, man. And America's that big brother. And if you don't know and you haven't been paying attention, you're going to be like, well, you know, who's doing it? Who's behind this? Because they said what? Who seeth us and who knoweth us? So by the time shit gets rolling and shit popping, nobody's putting the pieces in place where somebody's gonna say, oh, America's backing them up. America's behind this. You can't go anywhere in this country and to the average person and say, yeah, this is all America's doing. America's doing starting this trouble. They're like, yeah, what are you talking about? Okay? But again, that's how good Esau is. Esau, the Lord gave Esau, he's cunning. He's a cunning man. Okay? He knows how to slip, stick, and move. He knows how to do it. He's crafty. Okay? But what we don't know is the things that this man just said in the video. We don't know these things because the American media system blocks that type of shit out. All right? You're gonna hear about the great things, so-called great things that America's done for other countries, giving them aid and sending them humanitarian packages and doing all these things to make themselves look great in the eyes of the public. Because when you continue to make yourself look good in the eyes of the public, you continue to have the public support. Okay? You continue to have that support. And when you got that support, there's no stopping you, man. There's no stopping you. Let's go. This is Revelation 17:2. It says, right to the point, it says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. Again, Babylon has been that golden cup in the Lord's hand. And when it went around to all these nations, promising them, everything their hearts could desire. Okay? Getting rid of, certain so-called dictators, putting somebody liberal in their system, giving the people the freedoms that the American people are afforded. All right? This is that fornication. Now, over in South Africa, the man talked about the McDonald's, wrapping their burgers and food in the colors of the Jewish flag, the Israeli flag. Okay? What do you think that is, man? You got a white man company over in the African nations doing just that, causing problems and stirring up shit. Them Africans ain't trying to hear that shit over there. If they feel a certain way, don't portray it to the people. Not forcing them, but they coming to buy a piece of food or something, and they're totally against what Israel stands for. But still, it's got to be shoved down their throats. Take this or else. Or we don't care what your feelings are. Okay? So therefore, the fornication that Babylon has spread throughout the four corners of the earth, has been swallowed down. And again, before these alliances started to get, super strong, there was nothing these other countries could do because they weren't militarily strong enough to battle America. So anything that America did, it just had to be tolerated. But those days are done. Okay? It says, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So much so, these people are rebelling against their own leaders because of democracy, because of the American way. Vladimir Putin had made a statement on one of the shows he did, how Joe Biden tried to turn the people of Russia against Vladimir Putin, going over there throwing stones, if you will. That shit ain't gonna happen no more, man. You ain't gonna be able to do that. Now, the biggest thing as of late, now these countries are ready to set forth their new currency. All right? And America is going to suffer a major blow when these things take place. So you people better start being proactive, all right? And I'm talking about you average everyday Negroes and Joe Crackers. You better start paying attention and taking heed and scraping and scrounging while you can. Because when the bottom drops out, the majority of people are going to drop right along with it. And may Yahweh Hashem Yahushai continue to watch over and bless and maintain the hope for the elect. For we understand and believe the words of this prophecy. Okay? So be ready, man, and be aware and be alert to these things that are going to be happening momentarily with this with the monetary system. And we all know what the end conclusion is. I think they're gonna mess around a little bit with a little bit of Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency. They're gonna fool around with that for a hot second, I believe. But ultimately, it's gonna be the MOTB, as we know. All right. So with that, I'm gonna end it right there. And Lord willing, I'm gonna see y'all on another one. I say shalom.